up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabby if you're new here, and as you can tell by today's title, we are going to be discussing Lululemon's outerwear. There are so many jackets at Lululemon that I've decided to split this into two parts. So this is part one. We're going to be covering all of the down-filled winter jackets that Lululemon has to offer right now, but part two will be coming where I cover all of the rain jackets, windbreakers, and more kind of fashionable jackets that Lululemon has right now. I will be trying everything on for you so you can see how they look, and I'll have everything linked down below in the description, so be sure to check that out if you want to shop any of these jackets in this video. It really helps and supports my channel. But without further ado, let's jump right into the video and start chatting Lululemon's down-filled jacket. The first one we have here is the Wunder Puff cropped vest. Now, these Wunder Puff line is very similar to the Aritzia TNA Super Puff. That's kind of just Lululemon's version, I guess you could say. These are very puffy, as the name suggests. However, the vest is kind of cropped. So for me personally, it just wasn't my thing. I felt the cropped hit really weird, and then it was just so oversized. It is supposed to be a relaxed fit, but it just almost made it look a little boxy, and to wear down like a super down-filled vest just doesn't make sense for where I live, as it gets super cold in the winters. Maybe as a layering type of piece, but certainly would not suffice for Canadian winters. These jackets are 600 down-fill power and has extra loft. So 100% of the down is certified by the Responsible Down Standard, meets all of the criteria, is ethically sourced, so that is great. It is water repellent and windproof, but for me, yeah, the vest just doesn't really make a lot of sense, but I think would be maybe a good transition piece, or if it doesn't get that cold where you are, this would be maybe a suitable item for you as well. Speaking of the Wunder Puff, obviously it comes in a jacket and then the long version of the jacket as well. So same thing, I guess. The Wunder Puff jacket, it hits just at the hip level. It does have a cinchable waist, so you can, you know, cinch it in to give it a little bit more shape and definition if you'd like. But for me, I felt like A, I couldn't really figure it out, and then B, it just kind of like flared out weird then, and it doesn't really like keep the warmth in if it's gonna flare out. I don't know if that makes any sense, but again, a relaxed fit, same fill power at 600 and windproof and water repellent. To me, like, I already have a down-filled jacket, so this one isn't super high on my list. I also find it weird that like the hood snaps on and off. I just find it like extra bulky, so yeah, it would be nice to have it without the hood, but at the same time, you kind of need a hood when it's really cold out. I feel like it's just kind of your standard, you know, down-filled puffy jacket, which is great. It's a good basic to have as well, but the long version absolutely looked ridiculous on me. No doubt it will keep you warm literally from head to toe. I think you could see this much of my ankle, which you'll see in the try on, but it was just way too long for me. Kind of looked very awkward. If it is super cold where you live and you need the extra warmth through the lower half of your body, I think the long version is a good way to go. You literally are wrapped in a down-filled blanket essentially. It was just too long for me and made me look really awkward. I do see a lot of people trying it on and enjoying the length of it, being able to stay super cozy during the winter time, which is definitely an essential in Canada where I live, where it can be about minus 30 degrees Celsius at times, which is extremely cold. Okay, the next line we have is the Pack It Down line. So they again have the vest, the regular length jacket, and the long jacket. Now, we didn't have the vest in the store this year, unfortunately, but I did try it on last year in a jackets video, so if you haven't seen that, be sure to go check it out. A few of the coats there are outdated, that's why we're doing an updated one. I actually surprisingly like the Pack It Down line a lot more than I think I do. Whenever I try it on, I am pleasantly surprised of how nice it fits and how I like it. Usually when I just see it on the hanger, I'm like, that's okay. These ones are definitely a lot lighter. They're meant to be more of a layering piece or for that transitional time in fall and winter. They are water repellent and windproof as well. It does say that it is 700 fill power, but it is lightweight warmth, where the other ones are more of a high warmth. These ones are more of a slim fit. Keep in mind the kind of fits of the jackets as well, whether you should size up, size down, or stay the same. They are about hip, just below the hip length, but really meant for a lighter layer type of jacket. But I really do like this line. Even the long version, I find it hits just at a nice length, just kind of that upper thigh portion, which I think is perfect. I really like the slimming look of it as well. I think it is super flattering and, you know, kind of adds some definition. Obviously you can pack it up. It comes with a little type of bag in the pocket that you can just wrap the coat up and, you know, take it to go. So it is super travel friendly if you have a tighter space and you need to pack a jacket super quick. The next line we have is the Down for It All. Again, same thing. We have the vest and the jacket in this one. Now I have been wanting to love these items for such a long time now, and I've been eyeing them probably for about 2 to 3 years and haven't purchased one yet, just because I feel like I'm just trying to force myself to love it. They are super cute. The one thing I really do like about the jackets is kind of the material on the side with the extra drop-in pocket. I think that is just super flattering. I love the way that it looks. However, I do find that they are quite tight around the neck, and the vest in particular is kind of pokey in that area. So unless you have it zipped up all the time, which then is kind of like strangling you, if you have it unzipped, the zipper portion will just kind of poke you and irritate your neck, which I find very annoying. So that's my main reason why I haven't purchased one yet, because they are still a hefty price tag for a coat. But other than that, again, it has the nice kind of slim fit and a very flattering silhouette on the body. It's a nice light layer for fall, or even to layer underneath another jacket for the vest in particular. These ones are made for running in cold weather, so of course they're going to be kind of more of that base warmth layer. It is water resistant and windproof, again with the 700 fill power. It also has PrimaLoft, so that is just more of a water repellent fabric in places, because when down gets wet then it's not as warm. So they do put PrimaLoft kind of on the shoulders and like the high areas that rain would, you know, get on you, so it kind of keeps the warmth in the jacket, which is really nice. I do actually enjoy the jacket a little bit more than the vest. I find the hood kind of helps with the pokiness of the neck area. It kind of holds it back or to the side, I don't know, something about it. So I do quite enjoy the jacket, but again, it's just not something that I love completely. I feel like I'm just kind of forcing myself to love it, but so many people have this jacket and it's so cute. I do quite like it, but I think for me, if I had to choose between the pack it down and the Down for It All, I would choose the pack it down because of the fit and the feel of it, but I do like the design of the Down for It All jackets. Okay, and the next jackets we have are the Another Mile line. So we have Another Mile jacket and the Another Mile vest as well. These ones do have the double zipper interior to kind of seal in that warmth. They are made for, again, cold weather runs, so more of a base layer warmth, but I do think that they are warmer than the Down for It Alls just by a little bit, and I think that's having to do with the double zipper kind of sealing in the heat for you there. It's also great. It is water repellent and it is made of the Swift fabric. It also has PrimaLoft as the Down for It All jacket, so these ones are super similar. I feel like they're both slim fit, hip length. The Another Mile vest does come with a hood, where the Down for It All vest does not, and I feel like, yeah, this one just has a few more reflective details, but other than that, I think the only real difference is like the fabric. This one isn't as like down filled, it's just Swift fabric. I do find this one fits a little bit tighter. I did size up to size 4 in these ones, again maybe because of the double zipper layer type thing, but I do like that you can kind of adjust, you know, unzipping one layer without like having your jacket fully open. You only have to unzip and it's still like zipped up, which is kind of cool. They do have the thumb holes as well for, you know, running. I was quite surprised that I actually liked these jackets a little more than I thought I would. I do think it is a nice, you know, transition fall jacket. Okay, next up in our puffy jacket lineup, we have the Sleet Street jacket. Now, these ones are super puffy. I think even more puffy than the Wunder Puff. They are still 600 fill power of down feathers. It is waterproof, breathable. It also has fleece on the inside, but it's kind of perforated, so it still allows breathability, so you're not going to get super hot and sweaty. It's just going to wick away that as well, but still keep you warm, which I think is super fantastic. I think this is kind of the perfect like ski and snowboard type jacket as well. It does have a cinchable waist to kind of define your silhouette as well. If that's something, you know, you don't just want to be a marshmallow, you could be a defined marshmallow. I think these ones are super cute. I really like the way that they fit and felt on the body. I stayed true to size for these ones in a 2 and felt that was fine. They are slim fit, about hip length, just maybe below hip length as well. It is made of waterproof glide fabric, and again, I'm not really sure what glide fabric is in particular, but I believe this one is considered high warmth, so extra warm if it is super cold where you are. I think that this again is a good jacket, and if you ski or snowboard kind of thing as well, I think that this is a great option. Now for the long version of this jacket, it does hit around the knee area, so it is a little bit longer, but not as long as the Wunder Puff long version, but the same kind of concept as the regular jacket, obviously same specs. It is still slim fit and has the fleecy interior as well. But yeah, that is kind of the Sleet Street jackets, which I think are super nice and cozy. Okay, next up we have the Snow Warrior parka. Now, I was blown away about how much I love this jacket, and I actually really want to get it for Christmas or the winter time as well. So this one is waterproof and seam sealed. It is the same glide fabric as the Sleet Street jackets we just talked about. It is a classic fit and about kind of upper thigh, mid thigh length, which I think is the perfect length for me. It doesn't make me look too short, and I don't know, it just like hits in a nice spot but still adds that extra warmth onto the legs, because I find with my puffer jacket now, which is only hip length, my lower legs are always freezing, so I think this adds just a nice little bit of length as well. It is 600 fill power. It also has the perforated fleece on the inside. Another weird feature of it is it does have 2 straps, so you can like wear it as a backpack if you get too hot, which I guess kind of makes sense, but is also kind of weird to add into the jacket. You can remove these straps as well, I believe, so if you don't need them, just take it out. Out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. And it does have the cinchable draw cord waist as well. But I absolutely love this jacket. I think it is the perfect jacket for winter if it is super cold where you are. If it's not, then maybe it's too warm, but it is a full warmth jacket. And I don't know, I was just blown away about how much I enjoyed this one, and it's definitely on my list. But that is the Snow Warrior parka. Okay, another similar one to the Snow Warrior is the Winter Warrior 3-in-1 parka. So basically the difference between them is the Winter Warrior snaps apart, so it is made of 3 different layers, obviously the name 3-in-1, and you can kind of unsnap or unlayer these layers as it gets warmer, or layer them up as it gets colder, which is kind of cool. So maybe it will last you a little bit longer than, you know, just one season. You can wear it kind of into a transitional season as well. This one is also 600 fill power and classic fit and hits just at thigh, so same kind of silhouette as the Snow Warrior parka. The Snow Warrior one just doesn't unclip, or you can't like delayer and layer back up kind of thing. But it says that the outer layer is fully seam sealed for a waterproof jacket. The inner jacket is made with a silky, soft, water-resistant glide fabric, so again, the same fabric as we just talked about in the last 2 jackets, and filled with 600 fill power, so that is kind of the down part of the jacket, so you can take off the first layer that is waterproof and just have a puffy jacket. And then if you wanted to go a step further, you could take off the puffy jacket part and you're left with just a fleece-lined kind of jacket. which is the inner layer. And it says that it's still the perforated fleece, so it still has that nice bulk free, lightweight, but still very warm and breathable type of fabric. So that is super awesome. It also has the 2 straps to wear it as a backpack if you want. But again, this one is a super warm jacket, and it will be sufficient for very cold temperatures. For me, I think I still like the Snow Warrior parka better. I just found the Winter Warrior one just a little bit more bulky, maybe because of the 3 layers and all the added, you know, fixtures to zip, unzip, or snap them off and back on kind of thing. I just found it a lot more bulky than the Snow Warrior parka felt on the body, but both are really great jackets. The next jacket is the Slush Hour hooded jacket. Now this one is very similar to the Sleet Street jacket as well. However, the only difference I feel like between the two is that the Slush Hour is a classic fit and hip length, where the Sleet Street is slim and hits below the hip, I believe. So this one is just a little bit more cropped or shorter than the Sleet Street, but it still has the same type of features in it. So the fleece lining, the Glide waterproof fabric, 600 fill power, very similar between the 2 coats. They're both super warm jackets for the winter. It just depends on maybe where you want the jacket to hit and how you want it to sit on the body. So if you want a little bit more of a roomier fit, then go with the Slush Hour. If you want a slimmer fit, then go with the Sleet Street. That pretty much wraps up today's video and all of the downfill jackets at Lululemon. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite style of jacket is for the winter time. Be sure to stick around for part 2. Like I said, I'm going to be going over all of the rain jackets, the windbreakers, and the more fashionable jackets that Lululemon has to offer. So be sure to subscribe for that and hit those post notifications so you don't miss it. And I hope to see you in that video. Bye!